surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which, according to the lawsuit, prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground. As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room. Ventura is seen picking up a hotel phone. Combs seems to walk back to the hotel room, then returns and appears to shove her in a corner. Moments later, he can be seen throwing an object in her direction. According to Ventura's now settled lawsuit, the pair began dating several years after they met in 2005. They parted ways in 2019. Combs' attorney said the decision to settle was in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Ventura declined to comment on the video, but her attorney told CNN the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura...
The music industry is very sick, man. And I know that video is quite alarming. Very graphic, to say the least. It's a clear case of a psychopath riddled with demons who is carrying out their foul spirits on this woman here. And I know the people are going to be outraged. This is breaking news, man. But I got to tell y'all this off the break. The sad thing about this situation is P. Diddy, more than likely, not even more than likely, he's not going to jail. That monster, that animal, is not going to jail. Y'all got to listen and listen carefully. The lawsuit is already settled. That would be called double jeopardy. She already took the bag. And I'm going to tell you this right here. Money is not worth. Money is just not worth what he done to Cassie. It's just not worth it. It's one of those situations where you happy that Cassie got the bag. You happy that, she came out with some type of reconciliation to help her get through her trauma. But the money don't make up for a broken person. Not saying that Cassie is completely done and broken, but what I'm saying is he took something out of her. He took something away from her that money just can't fix. What we just seen was beyond disgusting. And for those just joining, I'm gonna give you a trigger warning on this video, because when I first played it, I couldn't really get the angles right with this tablet, but because I seen the news and I just went live on this, because this points to a lot of issues within the industry. This points to how it seems like these individuals have diplomatic immunity and they can get away with anything just simply because they got money.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face.
He could have killed that woman. Diddy was doing this woman dirty, man. The level of abuse that this woman was enduring. And I got questions, man. I got questions. I need to understand why this footage is just being released. And this situation happened in 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to say to you is really something nobody else is going to point out. What I'm about to bring forth is going to really expose the industry. Let me put this out here. The hotels are in on everything. The hotels are in on everything. See, it's a lot deeper than what you think. See, this woman was being trafficked by Diddy. She was a slave, and everybody knew about it. The hotels knew about the footage. It'd been around since 2016. You think that footage wasn't floating around? The only reason it's released now is because the lawsuit is settled and Diddy is undergoing this humiliation ritual that's going to continue to go on for quite some time. Why? Because it's designed to demonize melanated men, specifically successful melanated men. We're talking about entrepreneurs. We're talking about men who have, been successful in all their endeavors. These men now will be looked at like Diddy, animals, monsters. There is a serious agenda to demonize melanated men. And from what I'm hearing, I heard there's lawsuits coming down on DJ academics. There's a lot going on where there's a battle against the melanated man. And this battle is severe. Yes, this is the year of exposure, but you got to understand, these people sat on that information. The whole industry know what was happening with Cassie. The hotels knew. You got to ask yourself, why would this footage just be released right now? Why? These are the things you got to think about. Now, Cassie took the money. Cassie shouldn't have took the money. See, this is how Satan baits people in. What really could have happened was Diddy could have been spending his life behind bars if Cassie didn't fall for the bait.
Giving her a black eye, which according to the lawsuit prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took...
Now, this man is caught in 4K from multiple angles. Y'all just got one angle. This man is caught red-handed. The New York Post, warning, distressful content. Y'all, Diddy is a monster, man. Man, the man is caught red-handed, violently abusing this woman. And what is the industry going to do? Where Jay-Z at? He been in a hole all the way into this Diddy situation blow over, huh? Where's the rest of the industry people who've been partying with this man? Yo, this video is groundbreaking. Do you understand? This is going to shatter a lot of things. The people should be asking, where are all the people who partied with Diddy? Are they going to come and speak up now that this footage is released? Or are they going to continue to be in silence? Let me tell y'all something. The trafficking within the industry is a severe problem. You know, now it's time for Satan to come collect. Now Diddy is public enemy number one. Now there's going to be multiple people getting thrown under the bus. This is the year of exposure. It's all going to come out to the forefront. It's not stopping here. Somebody said Jay-Z staying quiet in hopes that Diddy doesn't come out. Hopes his diet doesn't come out. Somebody says Kanye told us they all in bed together. Absolutely. 50 Cent says the only one continuously put Diddy on blast. Right. The man is a savage. And, you know, this points to another issue. We got to talk about the dark psychology, rather, of these abusers. And there's women out there right now who don't want to speak up. They're being mentally, verbally abused, physically abused. Listen, some of you ladies are in situations because you feel like that's the only place you can go. You feel like, you know, it's a situation where your livelihood is at jeopardy because the man may be a good provider. But nonetheless, the man is taking advantage of his position as a man and he's abusing you. But you stick around not knowing how you're going to find a way. You stick around not knowing how you're going to get out of that situation because, you know, you don't know you don't know where to go or how to go about it. And so you sit up there and you put up with the narcissism, you put up with the abuse. Perhaps something happened to you while you were younger and it took your self-esteem away. Perhaps you don't see your value. You know, and I want to put a message out there and brink of this situation that, you know, you got to really put your trust in the Most High and you got to get out of that situation before it's too late. Because when you look at that video right there, Diddy could have literally murdered this woman by the way he was assaulting her. And it be them same goofy clowns that'll beat on a woman like that, like he was just doing, that won't lift a finger at another man. Oh, he won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. He won't lay not one finger on a man. But you see what he do to a woman. Those are cowards. And you ladies got to be careful dealing with men who argue with women constantly, who constantly go back and forth with women, men who have this catty-like behavior. And you also got to be careful with these men who, you know, are all about power and control and domination. Not allowing a woman to get a word in. That's an insecurity there. When a man is just not comfortable in his own skin, when he's not, you know, a man at the end of the day. He won't allow a woman to speak because he's threatened by her light and her righteousness. And I'm not saying that Cassie was perfect, but one thing I'll say about Cassie is her music wasn't like all the other women in the industry's music. She wasn't debasing herself like that. She wasn't out there putting her body all out there. She wasn't really scantily clad like that in her music videos. Her music was decent, actually. She wasn't out there whoring about. And so these venomous savages, these type of men, they look at women like that who have a decent upbringing, women who have some innocence to them. And they take advantage of that. Somebody said, where is this said footage? The footage, I will play the footage for those just joining because, you know, it's all over the internet right now. It's being put on blast. And it's just a sad situation. It's very, very shocking stuff going on here. This is indeed.
They kind of just looked at me like.
This is indeed very inflammatory. And man, it's sad to see. It's sad to see.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face.
This is gross, man. This is just gross.
Obtained exclusively by CNN.
She's packing up, ready to go.
Some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio.
Yeah, it somebody says something key in the chat. It'd be them down low homosexual men who want to put their hands on women. It'd be them men who got feminine tendencies. Here you have this woman trying to get away. Clearly, she's packed her bag. She's walking away. She's trying to get out of the hotel, get out of the situation. He comes out there like a man on fire, wearing a robe or wearing a towel. You got footage from multiple cameras catching this assault. And this happened in 2016, and now we just seeing this footage. You can't tell me that the industry ain't dark. You can't tell me they don't know about the abuse, the abductions, the domestic abuse. You can't tell me they don't know about the torture that some of these women are enduring. You can't tell me after seeing this, which ain't nobody pointing out. I'm pointing it out, though, that this happened in 2016 and nobody wants to say, why is this just being released? After the lawsuit is done and the stories that's told in that lawsuit regarding this situation, it was corroborated, which means pretty much everything else. I'm keen to believe everything else in that lawsuit is true too. So Meek Mill getting his cheeks blown out, I think it's true. And we heard audio footage of that. We heard alleged audio footage of Meek Mill's getting pounded out by Diddy. And I believe it's true. Because if you can corroborate this story within that huge lawsuit, and now we seeing the footage come out then I'm keen to believe that Freak Mill got his back blown out. The industry is sick. Look at this, man.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which, according to the lawsuit, prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground. As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room. Ventura is seen picking up a hotel phone. Combs seems to walk back to the hotel room, then returns and appears to shove her in a corner.
So my thing is, she picked up the hotel phone. There's footage here. What happened behind the scenes where this didn't make the tabloids? We didn't hear nothing in 2016 about this. How many of y'all heard anything about him assaulting Cassie in a hotel in 2016 in Los Angeles? And it was video footage. What happened? I really believe that they sent those men in black that work for the industry, and they came and they covered everything up. Yo, Cassie knows so much about the industry. Nobody knew nothing about it, right? How could she pick up the hotel phone, call a hotel phone after being brutally assaulted? Nobody knows nothing about this situation. What happened? She had a busted face. The way he kicked her, it looked like he could have broke some ribs. You understand? It looked like he could have broke some ribs. So this happens. Did somebody show up, clean her blood off her face? Was it a secret hospital that they trafficked her to? What? How does this happen? Like, are we in an alternative universe here? We need to find out. Okay, this is what every social media person need to do, because I believe this is a lot darker than people can understand. The hotels, we need to find out exactly what hotel this was. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? There's got to be a lot of people paid off, but we need to find out exactly what hotel was this. Because I believe that there's underground trafficking tunnels in these hotels, especially the major ones. The Hilton, the Marriott, these different hotels. Y'all ladies got to be careful, because it's a breeding grounds for trafficking. There's so much footage out there of them finding secret compartments that lead to tunnels that are underground in these hotels. We talking about the Ritz-Carlton, etc. Like this right here points to something else that nobody else is really noticing, that I can see clear as day. Like, hold on. What when you have eyes to see and your observation is on point, you start looking at this different. You're like, hold on now. You got him in 4K brutally beating this woman from several different angles. Nobody knew nothing about it. She calls a hotel phone. Who had this footage? Did they just sit on the footage? Who decided that it was time that we will release the footage now to the media? Who makes these decisions? Who was the one who released? It was the news media. How did the news media get it? Yo, this is crazy, bro. It is a cesspool out there, man. I'm a little bit shocked at this one, y'all. I didn't expect nothing like this on camera to pop out like that. I mean, it's on Chicago News.
Now to breaking news involving rap superstar Sean Diddy Combs. Combs has been embroiled in a lot of legal drama, as you know, specifically facing allegations of sexual assault. And now there is this new video that's emerged of the rapper seen with his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. This is it. And we want to warn you, it's disturbing. Not just the fact that he's coming down practically naked in a towel. Yeah, that's what he does right there. The video was obtained exclusively by CNN, and it shows the rapper and producer running after his girlfriend there, Ventura, down the hallway at a hotel in Los Angeles in 2016. He's shoving her, kicking her, and then dragging her down the hallway. Leading us off this hour is our contributor, Mike Muse, also with us, our legal contributor, Brian Buckmeyer. So, Mike, I mean, the video is disgusting. There's just no other way to discuss it. Let's talk about the backstory and why this video is so important already to the ongoing allegations and cases against the rapper.
Upon looking at this video, Kira, I was absolutely disturbed. I was outraged. I still am disturbed. I still am outraged. I am disgusted at the actions of Sean Combs. No one should ever have to experience this. And then also, too, no one should have to relive this, having to see this video footage all over again. Cassie had filed paperwork and a lawsuit against Sean Combs, detailing the abusive nature of their relationship, detailing the toxic nature of their relationship, detailing the sexual assault of their relationship. Sean Combs came out strongly and, in a statement to his attorney, vehemently did not.
So he vehemently denied all these accusations, but now we got video footage. And this is not the first piece of footage we had. There was some footage of her in a corner, clearly troubled, clearly under distress. And, you know, he was basically verbally taunting her. We seen that footage. I was actually one of the first people to release that footage. But here we have now P. Diddy caught violently dragging Cassie through the hallway of a Los Angeles hotel. This footage has been around since 2016, but for some reason, we're just getting a hold of this footage. The news media, they're going hard with it. So, you know, I don't know what they plan on doing with this because the lawsuit is already finished. The lawsuit is finished. It would be considered double jeopardy if they were to go lock him up for it. So I don't know what their goals are with releasing this story right now, but to pretty much demonize black men. This is what I believe the agenda is, because anything aired on worldwide news has an agenda. And I think that they want to basically create fear in all women. I believe that they are trying to pretty much make black businessmen be demonized in the public. And that's what I believe the agenda is personally. But that's my take on it. But let's go.
all such allegations. But when you see this video, it just underscores anything that Sean Combs could ever say going forward with regards to this and other future lawsuits that he may have. Kira, the thing that really struck me the most was it gets to the heart of domestic abuse and domestic violence. And when victims of domestic violence feels like they have nowhere to go and nowhere to run, and they often will go back to their abuser, him chasing after her, not only just kicking her, but for me, Kira, it was the grabbing of the purse as if holding her possessions, her ID, not allowing her to leave. And then in the loss.
And that's exactly what I was saying, man. There's a lot of you ladies out there who may be in these type of situations and you don't want to leave because you don't know where to go. You might not have the finances to secure your lifestyle. You may feel security in your abuse. And that's really what happens. Some women actually feel secure in their abuse, meaning they have Stockholm syndrome. At least it's like they're in a situation where they know what to expect. At least they have certain things, and for some reason they think it's going to stop one day, and they'll have this false hope that this man will stop being an abuser. And that's just not the case. The golden rule is keep your hands to yourself. Men and women. A woman should never put her hands on a man because a man has something called reflexes. And, there are circumstances where a man can react and he literally can't control it because he has testosterone. So that situation, it happens. Now, when that happens, the woman is in the wrong because why? She physically hit that man. She put her hands on that man. This is why you keep your hands to yourself. But what we seen with the Cassie situation, we didn't see her put her hands on Diddy. This is clean, cut, and dry. We seen a woman trying to get away and was grabbed, dragged, and brutally assaulted. Sad stuff.
Dude, there's something about that particular moment with a lawsuit where Cassie states she left to go back to her apartment, but then she tried to come back to the hotel to apologize to Sean Combs in fear that he would hunt her more, to which hotel staff had to stop her and say, no, go back home.
Wait, hold up. What? Wait, what? Did y'all hear that? Wait, rewind. Did y'all hear what he just said? The hotel staff said what? Hold on.
To go back to her apartment, but then she tried to come back to the hotel to apologize to Sean Combs in fear that he would hunt her more, to which hotel staff had to stop her and say, no, go back home.
What? We need to find out what hotel this is. So after she got brutally assaulted, let me get this right. What universe am I living in right now? Are we in the Twilight Zone? Let me get this right. Cassie got brutally beat. She left, and in fear of Diddy hunting her down even more, in fear of this man chasing her down, she went back to the hotel to apologize. And the staff told her, the staff, who is this staff? The staff told her, no, ma'am, you need to go back home. The staff who also has the footage. Something is very dark going on with these hotels. They were clearly complicit with this woman being beat. Who was this staff?
That right there just shows what victims of domestic abuse go through, wanting one to return to their abuser and fear it could get worse, but in this vicious cycle of not being able to get out.
She feared for her life. She know that there's a trail of bodies around Diddy. She feared that if she goes back, if she don't go back and make things right, this man is going to kill her. And she didn't want to die, so she came back after being brutally beat because that he instilled fear in her.
I've been texting a lot of people within the industry, which I'm a part of, and everyone is just simply disgusted that this is the man that we have partied with, we celebrated with. I've been in rooms.
You hear that? The industry saying that he works for the industry. So he's trying to do damage control to everybody involved. I'm not letting the industry off the hook. I feel like this, right? Everybody who partied with Diddy is guilty. They all out here doing the unthinkable and the unspeakable. They all got cover-ups. They all be up in these damn hotels trafficking and funneling children and girls and boys and all that. They all Pizzagate, boule, boot-licking Sambos, if you ask me. Every last one of them in the industry. And they all filthy. And they all done swap bodily fluids. They done all had orgies together. They all in bed together. That's how I look at the industry. The hell with the industry. I can't wait till God destroy the music industry and the Hollywood industry. I can't wait till the Most High destroy and bring judgment and wrath to that sick, disgusting place. They all complicit with trafficking. They all complicit with evil. They all in bed with the Baphomet. They all Satan worshipers, and they all got diseases. You hear me? They all got herpes. The hell what you talking about? Every last one of them got herpes, and they all sleeping with their own family. They all practice incest, and they all sick. You understand? That's just what it is. And they not like us, and we not like them. The hell with the industry.
I've been to parties in his home here in New York City and in Florida, and I am outraged that this is somebody that I knew, but I don't even know who this person is that could do such monstrous acts to a human being. My heart simply goes out to Cassie right now.
So well said, Mike. And yeah, as he continues to deny allegations, as we say, video doesn't lie. Brian, I want to bring you in here.
The industry is Sodom and Gomorrah, man. The industry is Sodom and Gomorrah. And the industry is full of perversions and wickedness. And they all cover for each other. Every last one of them have demos on each other, and they all partied with Diddy. Even some of them pastors, politicians, and everything. And it shows that some government officials was involved, because if they can cover up an assault like that for years, then we know there's some powerful people that was partying with Diddy.
Can we talk about just the impact that this video will have now on all of Sean Combs' legal troubles?
So Mike touched on it very eloquently, and I co-sign everything he said. But from a legal standpoint, what this does is, even though Cassie's lawsuit was settled within a day with Sean Combs, this increases her credibility. She outlined this, to Mike's point, in her lawsuit, describing this very interaction on March of 2016, and even gave some explanation as to why we're not seeing this video to this day. In Cassie's lawsuit, she specifically says that Sean Combs paid $50,000 to make sure that this video never saw the light of day. And while Sean Combs came out and
he paid $50,000 to whom? To whom? Now we know that there was a lawsuit regarding Cassie, but how did it make it to that? How did he get out of that hotel unscathed? How did he not? Why is there no arrest record? How is this even possible, y'all? And there's footage.
through his attorney saying this is untrue, this being not just this incident, but the entire allegations. Now we're seeing, as you've said.
For the lady in there, Chocolate Girl says he's going down. Yeah, he's going to hell. But far as Diddy being arrested for this, you got to understand the lawsuit is already settled. He's not getting arrested for this assault that's going viral. He's not being arrested for a viral assault. Not going to happen because it's already settled. That'll be called double jeopardy.
Videos don't lie. And so that destroys any amount of credibility that Sean Combs may have had in denying these allegations. And I think many other allegations that come from the other civil lawsuits coming against him. And I can bet that the Southern District of New York that coordinated both raids of both of his homes just a few weeks or months ago, that they're looking at this and saying, you know what, Cassie has now become that much more of a more credible witness. And while these allegations, because they're from 2016, might have passed the statute of limitations, she can still potentially testify to everything in her lawsuit and say, look, it's corroborated by this video. This is who this man is. I think this is just another potential piece.
Okay, she could corroborate that. That's what happened. Is the media is full of dirty tricks. The media is out to confuse the people. Why would she can go to court and corroborate for what? Is he going to be charged? No, because she's already took a deal. Let me give you an example. That's just like I go into a grocery store. For some reason, somebody decides to run up on me and pretty much I don't hit me with a blunt object in the grocery store, right? And then they say it was an accident, but you know what? And I decide I don't want to press charges, but I want to sue this person. I'm trying to paint this for y'all so y'all can understand what's happening. They hit me with an object, and instead of me pressing charges, I say I'm going to sue this person. I win the lawsuit, take the money. Then the footage of somebody hitting me with a can of tomato soup comes out. I cannot take them to court and get them charged with hitting me for assault for hitting me with the can of soup because I already sued that person. I already sued that person, cashed my paycheck, and now I'm eating. It don't work like that. Somebody says, can the feds use the video in a RICO case against Diddy? I'm sure the feds could use it as evidence to paint a picture of who he is, but that's still double jeopardy. It only can be used to paint a picture, but more than likely, that's going to be admissible at court because it was already settled. It was already settled.
To a potential, and I'm not saying it will or will not happen, but a potential arrest of Sean Combs and more allegations against him.
Yeah, speaking as a witness and speaking as a survivor, clearly. Also, Brian, I understand that Cassie's attorney released a statement now. What do you know?
Yeah, so we kind of saw it there on the screen just a few moments ago, but the attorney said the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light. That is Cassie Ventura's attorney talking about what I think we are all seeing now. This is, I mean, domestic violence is never pretty in any way, shape, or form, but seeing this on a video and the way that he even comes back after the assault, after putting her on the ground, kicking her when she's on the ground, coming back and throwing objects at her. She is so helpless. And it seemed that even the hotel couldn't find a way to get this into the...
Yo, Diddy ain't going to jail, man. And if he do go to jail, if he was to go to jail, man, cell block 1 finna toss Diddy all the way up, bro. Cell block 1 finna tear through his guts, man, with them blades, them shanks. They finna, man, bro. But it's not gonna happen. Why? Because he's a made man protected by the industry. It's like this country showing you how demonic they are, how evil they are. The hotel services, they're in on it. The industry know I'm gonna tell you, the industry know what hotels to attend in Los Angeles. where they can get away with bringing in alleged, this is all alleged, what I'm about to say, but some of the more popular hotels that we consider high end, these celebrities, they allegedly know which hotels they can go to bring underage girls and all of that. They know what they know. Listen, they know what they can get away with. They have diplomatic immunity. It's like the industry has more power than law enforcement, than the feds, all of it. Because the industry is being ran by Satan. They controlling all media, bro. They controlling all the media. Yo, this is sick, man. You got 100% proof that this dude Diddy is bad news, man. Bad news. And for those just joining, man, I know this video is disturbing. I'm going to give you a trigger warning, trigger alert. See what's going on here.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is...
Yo, how can a man do a woman like that? A fragile, beautiful, delicate woman like Cass. Like, how could you, like, how? How you don't feel like a straight itch doing that? Like, how you don't feel like a, bro, it's like the way he kicked her, it was like she was lifeless for a second. And he proceeded to drag her. What kind of man want to just harm a woman like that? Especially when you have a woman as delicate as Cassie is. She has a thin frame, very feminine. But this insecure, weak, despicable man. Man, bro. Man, listen, it is what it is, man. I can't stand these industries, these cowards in the industry, bro. You know, I do praise the Most High that these demons is getting brought, you know, to the light, meaning, you know, there's some exposure going on. But at the same time, what are the people going to do with the information? Because when you support anything in the music industry, you're supporting Diddy. When you support anybody's music that ain't of truth, when you support the industry, you support Diddy. You support him. I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that. When we gonna support real music? When we gonna the revolutionary spirit? We gonna bring that back, man. All these people in bed together, man. It is what it is, man. I just thought I'd do this video here, you know, to try to give some words of encouragement to any ladies going through situations like this. It's just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to get out of that fear and do what you need to do, because this woman could have potentially lost her life. Man, listen, y'all have a blessed one, man. More material coming. Turn the post notifications bell on. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this material everywhere, because I'm asking some real questions here that everybody need to be asking. With that being said, shalom and peace.